Awaken your spirit, chosen ones. Beware the ones you cast aside, for their rise will be your greatest downfall. In the grand game of life, people often underestimate those destined for greatness until it's too late. Karma doesn't operate on a human clock. It shows up in style, with luxury and precision, delivering rewards to the chosen ones and regrets to those who wronged them. Here's a fact. Research shows that 95% of people will regret their decisions at least once a week. Imagine the lifelong regret of betraying someone whose name is now echoing in higher realms, while you're stuck Googling how to win back someone who's untouchable. Spoiler alert, you can't. But grab some popcorn, because this is a season where luxury karma is about to make its grand debut. And those who wronged you? Well, they're about to realize they bet on the wrong horse. Number 1. The silent watchers are taking notes. People may think they've gotten away with hurting or betraying you, but they forget one crucial truth. Nothing escapes the universe's notice. There are forces beyond what we can see, constantly observing, taking notes, and aligning events in ways we can't fully comprehend. The ones who wronged you? They're so focused on their short-term wins and fleeting ego boosts that they're blind to the bigger picture. While they go about their lives thinking you've been forgotten, the energy of their actions is still circulating, waiting for the right moment to come back around. The universe, or whatever higher force you believe in, is playing the long game. It's watching who stands tall despite the storms, who keeps their integrity when others try to tear them down, and who rises without stepping on others. The chosen ones, the people who remain true to themselves even when wronged, are never alone in their battles. Their journey is being watched by powers far beyond this realm. The irony is, those who wronged you have no idea what's coming for them. They might feel like they've won, but they don't realize that karma, when it does come, won't be a subtle nudge. It will be loud and undeniable, hitting them in ways they never expected. The universe has a way of balancing things out, and when it does, those silent forces that have been observing all along will make sure that the scale tips heavily in your favor. What they didn't count on is that the universe never forgets, and it's just as invested in your victory as you are. Number 2. Your absence becomes their curse. When people take you for granted or mistreat you, they often think they can just move on without a second thought. But what they don't realize is that your absence will soon become their curse. At first they might feel relieved, thinking they've rid themselves of someone they underestimated or dismissed. Yet as time goes on, they'll come to understand that losing you wasn't just a momentary shift. It was a permanent loss they'll feel more deeply than they ever expected. There's something powerful about someone who knows their worth. When you walk away, you take with you everything you brought into their lives: the support, the loyalty, the positive energy, and the potential for growth. Those things aren't easy to replace. The people who wronged you will try to fill the void, but they'll quickly realize that not everyone has what you had. The connections they make won't feel the same, and the opportunities they thought they could create without you will fall flat. As the days turn into weeks and weeks into months, regret will start to creep in. They'll replay moments in their mind, wondering where it all went wrong. They'll begin to miss the things they took for granted, the conversations, the laughter, the way you made them feel valued. But by then, it'll be too late. You'll have moved on, grown stronger, and surrounded yourself with people who recognize your worth from the start. The truth is, people don't realize the impact you have on their lives until you're no longer there. And when they finally do, the regret will be overwhelming. Your absence will be their constant reminder of the opportunity they squandered, and that kind of emptiness, it's something they won't be able to escape. Number 3. Your rise exposes their mediocrity. As you rise, it becomes obvious who's been stagnant all along. When people wrong you, they're often motivated by jealousy, insecurity, or a need to bring you down to their level. But here's the thing. Your success doesn't just expose their pettiness, it highlights their mediocrity. While they were busy trying to sabotage you, you were focused on your own growth, and now your accomplishments make their efforts look small and insignificant. The higher you climb, the clearer it becomes who's been wasting their time and who's been putting in the real work. You're no longer just a person they once knew. You've become a symbol of what they could have achieved if they hadn't been so consumed with trying to undermine you. It's not just about material success or accolades. It's about the energy you carry, the confidence you've built, and the progress you've made while they stayed in the same place. Watching you thrive will be a constant reminder to them of their own limitations. They'll see you achieving things they once thought were impossible, and it will force them to confront their own lack of ambition or effort. Your growth shines a spotlight on everything they failed to do with their own potential, and that stings more than any argument or falling out ever could. What's worse for them is that they know deep down it's their own fault. They spent so much time trying to compete with you or tear you down, they never stopped to work on themselves. Now, as they witness your success from the sidelines, they're left with nothing but their own mediocrity, and the painful realization that while you've been rising, they've been standing still. Number 4, the apologies will come when you no longer need them. The people who wronged you will one day come back with apologies, but here's the irony. By the time they do, you'll no longer need them. In the moment, when they hurt you, they probably thought you'd always be there, waiting for their recognition or validation. They might have even believed that you'd crave their forgiveness or approval. But as you grow, heal, and elevate yourself, something profound happens. You move beyond them, and they become irrelevant to your journey. When they finally realize they were wrong, they'll try to reach out. They'll craft apologies, hoping to soothe their own guilt and maybe even regain some access to your life. But what they won't understand is that you've already outgrown the need for their apology. The wounds they inflicted have healed, and through that healing, you've found strength and clarity that makes their opinions and remorse insignificant. By the time they come around, you'll be in a space where their words won't matter anymore. What they don't realize is that their absence from your life has only made you stronger. You've learned to validate yourself, build your own confidence, and create your own success without them. Their apology won't hold the weight they think it will because you've already found closure on your own terms. This is the real twist. While they're seeking your forgiveness to ease their own regret, you've already moved on. You've grown into a version of yourself that doesn't need their validation or their sorry attempts at making amends. Their apology, which they think will be a turning point, will be little more than an afterthought to you. By the time they realize how much they've lost, you'll be so far ahead that their regret will serve only as a reminder of their own missteps, not yours. Number 5, luxury karma is a taste they can't afford. When karma comes around, it won't be with the typical harsh payback people often imagine. Instead, the real sting for those who wronged you will be in watching you live a life they'll never touch, a life of luxury, fulfillment, and success beyond their reach. They'll expect the kind of karma that brings suffering, but what they'll actually face is something far worse, the agony of seeing you thrive in ways they never anticipated. There's something uniquely painful about watching someone you tried to bring down not only rise, but surpass every limit you thought you'd imposed on them. The life you'll be leading, the success you'll be basking in, will be like a constant reminder of their own failures and insecurities. While they're stuck in the same place, unable to escape their own cycles, you'll be embracing opportunities they once thought were reserved for someone else. And it's not just about material wealth, it's about a kind of richness in spirit, freedom, and happiness that they can't buy or fake. The fact that they'll have to watch you live this luxurious life will cut deeper than any setback they might face in their own lives. Knowing that they can't touch or access the world you've built, despite everything they did to try and hold you back, will gnaw at them in ways they won't expect. It's not just about wanting what you have. It's about knowing they'll never get close to it, no matter how hard they try. That's the real luxury karma, the realization that the very thing they tried to deny you is something they'll never have themselves, and in the end, that's a far more painful truth to live with than any direct consequence they might have imagined. Number 6, they were meant to be your lessons, not your equals. The people who betrayed you weren't in your life by accident. Their betrayal wasn't some random misstep. It was a necessary part of your growth. They were never meant to walk beside you as equals. Instead, their role was to serve as a lesson, a reflection of the kind of energy and mindset you've outgrown. Sometimes the universe brings certain people into your life not to elevate you, but to remind you of what you no longer need to associate with. Their betrayal, painful as it may have been, was a turning point. It forced you to confront the fact that you were operating on a higher level while they were still trapped in a low-frequency mindset, filled with jealousy, insecurity, or a scarcity mentality. They were never truly aligned with your purpose or your vision. The betrayal was the universe's way of showing you that these people were not meant to sit at your table, because they didn't belong in the space you were creating for yourself. It's easy to want to see people as equals, to think everyone around you is on the same journey. But sometimes people enter your life solely to teach you what no longer serves you. Their actions aren't just betrayals, they're wake-up calls, reminding you of the energy you need to distance yourself from. In the end, their purpose wasn't to stand by your side, but to show you that you've evolved past the level they're stuck on. They were never meant to share in your success, your joy, or your journey forward. Instead, they were there to help you see your own strength, to remind you of the kind of energy that you've risen above, and to clear the way for the right people to take their place. Number 7. Regret will become their everyday companion. Long after everything has quieted down, those who wronged you will find themselves trapped in a cycle of regret. The choices they made in haste, whether out of selfishness, jealousy, or pride, will come back to haunt them. As they watch your continued success, they'll be tormented by the endless what-ifs. What if they hadn't taken you for granted? What if they had treated you with the respect and loyalty you deserved? What if they had recognized your worth before it was too late? These thoughts won't just cross their minds occasionally. They'll become a constant presence, gnawing at them day after day. Every new milestone you reach, every victory you claim, will serve as a painful reminder of what they lost. The success they thought they could prevent or overshadow will now be unavoidable, and each achievement will make them realize how short-sighted they were. The worst part for them will be the understanding that they had a chance to be part of your journey. They could have shared in your growth, your triumphs, and the abundance that followed. But instead, they chose the easy, selfish path, trading long-term connection for fleeting gains. Now, as they see you thriving, they'll be left with nothing but the echo of their own poor decisions. Regret is a cruel companion because it never lets go. It sticks around, forcing people to relive their mistakes and wonder what could have been. The more successful you become, the sharper their regret will grow, cutting deeper with every moment of your success. They'll watch from the sidelines, burdened by the knowledge that they threw away something priceless, and no amount of wishing will ever bring it back. The life they could have had with you will remain just out of reach forever. Number 8. Your vibe will magnetize the right circle. As those who wronged you dwell in their regret, the universe will begin to align the right people with your path. The energy you carry, the resilience you've built, and the authenticity you radiate will naturally draw in a new circle, one that recognizes your true worth. This isn't about filling the void left by those who failed to appreciate you. It's about attracting individuals who match your frequency, who understand and support your journey without hesitation. The people who wronged you won't just be replaced. They'll be replaced by people who amplify your strengths, who bring out the best in you, and who share a genuine respect for who you are and what you stand for. These new connections will feel effortless, like they were always meant to be. The allies who come into your life will see the qualities that others overlooked, and instead of undermining or doubting you, they'll celebrate your growth and be instrumental in pushing you even further. This new tribe will be something those who wronged you can only envy from afar. They'll watch as your circle grows stronger and more aligned with your goals, seeing in real time what they lost out on. The support you'll receive will be deeper and more meaningful than anything they could have offered, and it will become clear that they were never meant to be part of this chapter in your life. Your vibe, the energy you now project, is magnetic to those who belong in your life and repellent to those who don't. The people who are meant for you will naturally gravitate toward your light, while those who didn't value you will be left outside, unable to touch the new heights you're reaching with the people who truly deserve to be there. Number 9. You were never in competition. While they were busy plotting, scheming, and trying to outdo you, you were on a different path altogether, one that had nothing to do with them. It's almost amusing, really. Picture them sweating bullets, frantically trying to figure out how to one-up you, while you're over here sipping your coffee, casually following your own destiny. They thought this was a race, but for you, it was more of a leisurely stroll through a beautiful park where you were soaking in the sunshine, enjoying the scenery, and maybe even stopping to pet a few dogs along the way. The truth is, you were never in competition with them. They were so caught up in their own insecurities and jealousy that they couldn't see the bigger picture. They were chasing shadows, convinced that somehow outshining you would elevate their own worth. But as you kept walking your own road, free from the weight of their rivalry, it became clear that the only thing they were truly competing against was their own imagination. Soon enough, the reality will hit them like a ton of bricks. All those elaborate plans and schemes were for naught, as you've been moving forward in ways they couldn't even comprehend. While they were busy trying to outmaneuver you, you were already charting a course that didn't include them at all. It's like they were running a marathon with a finish line that didn't exist, while you were taking a scenic route, enjoying the journey. In the end, they'll be left scratching their heads, wondering why their efforts led them nowhere. They'll realize that in this race of life, you weren't even in the same competition. You were in a completely different league. And that league? It's one where positivity, authenticity, and self-growth reign supreme, leaving their petty rivalry in the dust. Number 10. Your energy will become unreachable. As you continue to grow and evolve, your energy will shift to a level that feels almost unreachable for those who wronged you. The transformation you undergo doesn't just elevate your life. It creates a protective barrier around you, designed to keep out negativity and low-frequency vibrations. Think of it as an energetic force field, a shield that the universe carefully constructs to ensure that the toxicity and regret of those who once tried to bring you down can't penetrate. While they might feel the weight of their regret and the remorse for their actions, it won't matter. The frequency they emit will simply not align with yours anymore. It's like trying to connect to a Wi-Fi network that requires a password you no longer have. They'll realize that even though they want to reach out and make amends, they can't find a way back into your world. Your growth has set the bar higher, and they will struggle to catch up, trapped in their own lower energy. It's almost ironic. They might look at you and think, "Wow, I really messed up," but that realization won't translate into access. Instead, they'll be left watching from the sidelines as you continue to thrive. The universe has a way of creating boundaries that protect your spirit and your progress. Those who once thought they could take advantage of you will find themselves on the outside, looking in, longing for a connection that no longer exists. In essence, your energy will become a sanctuary, a space that only those who genuinely resonate with your frequency can enter. And as you fill your life with positive relationships and experiences, the void left by those who wronged you will be filled with allies who uplift and inspire you. They may regret their choices, but that regret will be their burden to carry, while you bask in the freedom of knowing you're beyond their reach. Number 11, their regret will be public. Just as they once tried to undermine you in public, their regret will become an even bigger spectacle for everyone to witness. Imagine the same crowd that watched them try to belittle you now observing their downfall as they scramble to justify their past actions. It's a poetic twist of fate. One moment, they're in the spotlight, feeling invincible as they throw shade your way. The next, they're fumbling to explain how they miscalculated everything. The irony is delicious. As you rise and flourish, they'll be left trying to pick up the pieces of their own shattered reputation. Their attempts to diminish you will backfire spectacularly, and the very people they sought to impress will now see them for who they truly are, individuals who failed to recognize the potential right in front of them. The same voices that echoed their disparagement will now be echoing their embarrassment as they come to terms with their mistakes. Picture the scene, their once confident facade crumbling as they grapple with their regret, while you bask in the success that they believed they could prevent. Their justifications will sound hollow to everyone around them. Friends, colleagues, and even casual acquaintances will watch in disbelief as they attempt to explain why they underestimated you, almost as if they're rehearsing a poorly scripted play that nobody wants to see. The public nature of their regret will serve as a reminder that karma has a way of revealing truths. As they become the subject of hushed conversations and raised eyebrows, you'll be the one standing tall, thriving in the very light they tried to extinguish. Their downfall will not only highlight their mistakes, but will also serve as a powerful testament to your strength and resilience. In the end, their regret will not just be a personal experience, it will become a public narrative, reinforcing the reality that they were never truly in control. Number 12. You'll be the living proof of higher realm favor. As you achieve extraordinary success, you'll become the living proof of higher realm favor, resonating in ways that extend far beyond the physical world. Your journey will shine so brightly that it not only illuminates your path but also casts light on the lives of those around you. The victories you attain will be so remarkable and so undeniable that even the staunchest skeptics will find themselves questioning their doubts about the universe and its workings. People love a good story, and yours will be the kind that captures imaginations. The kind of success you achieve won't just be a series of accomplishments, it will feel almost like divine intervention, as if the universe itself conspired to bring you to this moment. Your name will echo through conversations, social gatherings, and even online platforms, becoming synonymous with triumph and transformation. Those who once dismissed the idea of higher energies at play will begin to ponder. Maybe there is something to this after all. Your life will serve as a testament to the power of alignment and intention. When you operate on a frequency that resonates with your true purpose, the universe opens doors you never knew existed. As you share your story, full of challenges, growth, and ultimate victory, others will find themselves drawn to your energy, curious about how you tapped into such an extraordinary path. Even the non-believers will have moments of introspection, witnessing the undeniable magic that surrounds your journey. The success you manifest will be impossible to ignore, prompting many to explore the very concepts they once rejected. They'll see you not just as an individual achieving personal goals, but as a beacon of possibility, inspiring others to reconsider their own beliefs about fate, destiny, and the forces that govern our lives. In a world filled with doubt and cynicism, you'll stand out as living proof that when you align with your highest self, the universe responds in magnificent ways. Your existence will not only validate the beliefs of those who embrace the mystical, but also challenge the minds of the skeptics, leaving an indelible mark on everyone who crosses your path. In the grand tapestry of life, your journey is a powerful testament to resilience, growth, and the undeniable influence of higher realms. As you navigate the complexities of relationships and rise above the betrayals and challenges, you emerge as a shining example of what it means to thrive against the odds. Those who sought to undermine you will eventually find themselves in the shadows of their own regret, while you bask in the light of your hard-earned success. Your story is not merely one of personal triumph. It serves as an inspiration to others who may feel weighed down by negativity or betrayal. As your name echoes in both physical and spiritual realms, it becomes a beacon for those seeking validation of their own potential. You remind us all that the universe has a way of realigning itself to support those who remain true to their purpose, creating a ripple effect of positivity that can influence countless lives. As you attract the right circle of allies and embody an energy that is simply unreachable to those who wronged you, you create an environment ripe for further growth and extraordinary accomplishments. Your success is not just a reflection of your efforts, but a manifestation of the universal laws that favor those who persist, believe, and strive for greatness. In the end, you'll stand as living proof of the magic that exists when we align ourselves with our higher selves. You'll not only achieve your dreams but also inspire others to chase their own. So continue to walk your path unapologetically, knowing that your journey is a powerful narrative of what is possible when one embraces their worth. The world is watching, and your legacy will be one of courage, authenticity, and unwavering belief in the power of higher realm favor. If you found inspiration in this message and resonate with the power of growth and resilience, join our community by subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll gain access to empowering content and insights that will fuel your personal evolution. Together, we'll explore what it means to rise above challenges and celebrate the extraordinary life that awaits you. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of inspiration. Welcome to the journey. Your transformation starts now.